Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Titanfall In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be going over health and movement basics. Unlike Call of Duty, these are not 100% flat across. They're not as simple as I thought they would be, and it was very important that I make this introductory episode of In Depth so that stuff that I discuss later on, like damage and movement multipliers and all that, makes sense to all of you. The gameplay that you're seeing is me using the silenced R101C on, I forget the name of this map, the game just came out. Honestly, this is one of my earlier gameplays, and I'm going to call in a Strider Titan, which I believe is highly underrated. But let's start off with health, and there are three types of units in this game, and each one has a different health setting. The Spectres and the pilots, the Spectres being the robots that run around, and the pilots being the humans, the other, actual people that you have to fight against, they actually have 200 health. Most games set a base health of 100, but these have 200, so when I go over damage stats in later episodes, keep in mind that we're not counting up to 100, we're counting up to 200, and Grunts only have 100, so however you want to look at it, Grunts have half the amount of health that a Spectre or pilot does, which will affect the time to kill of your weapons on them. Of course, you do get bonus damage for headshots. Some guns have body multipliers, chest, legs, arms, whatever, but it's mostly just for headshots in this game. The next thing you want to know is how much health the different models of Titan have. They each have the exact same amount of shields. The shields are the same across every model of Titan, however their base healths differ. The Strider has 5,500 or 5,500, that is the lowest, and that's what I'm going to get in this game. The Atlas has 8,000, that's going to be our bearer of standards, our most normal one, and the Ogre has an absolutely colossal 10,500 health, almost double that of the Strider. Of course, it is a much slower Titan, and they all have the same amount of shielding. That's a very important fact to keep in mind. Your shield is the exact same across all three. Speaking of shields, shields take 6 seconds to begin to recharge. This is a little bit different than Call of Duty or Battlefield, which is what you're mostly familiar with. Most of those 3-4 seconds, your health comes back relatively quickly. The shields on the Titans take a little bit longer to begin to recharge, and it's not an instant all the way back to full like Call of Duty. It takes a couple seconds to charge back up, so you need to be much more conservative with them. The latter half of this episode is definitely going to be the more interesting half, because we're going to be talking about movement speed. This is a very fast-paced game. There's a lot of wall running, wall jumping. It's a twitch shooter. It has a very quakey kind of feel, and there are a lot of ways to move faster than normal. The base pilot movement speed, the speed that you move when you move your joystick or just hit W on the keyboard to walk forward, is 7.7 miles per hour. When you sprint, you move up to 11.5 miles per hour, and these are your baseline speeds, so sprinting is a little bit faster than running. However, there are several ways to go faster than this. If you use the burn card, which gives you prosthetic legs, you have to chop off your legs and you get robot legs, you can move 20% faster or 1.2x speed. And if you use the pilot ability Stimmed, which causes you to get health faster, your health regen is faster, and it makes you run faster, you get 1.35x speed or 35% bonus speed, depending on how you want to look at it. So you can move very fast, and it is actually possible for you to stack these two if you have the prosthetic burn card and you make sure that you have the pilot ability at the same time. However, perhaps the most efficient way to increase your movement speed is just wall running. Every time you wall run and you hit a wall, it increases your speed up to a certain point, and after bouncing off of a couple of walls, it increases it up to a maximum. You can increase your wall running speed up to approximately 23 miles per hour, or basically double your normal maximum speed just by wall running. So do keep in mind that wall running is the fastest way to get anywhere, faster than Stimmed, faster than prosthetic legs, faster than anything. However, you can stack all of these together. You can be wall running at a maximum with the prosthetic legs burn card and hit your Stimmed ability, and when you do that, your total movement speed is going to go up to a whopping 37 miles per hour. That's extremely fast. That's like professional bicyclist speed. That's faster than some of you cruise on residential streets. That's extremely fast. So your maximum possible speed, 37 miles per hour, and you can really book it. And the things that I really wanted to drive home was that wall running makes you faster and show off the different types of health. If you saw the intro in the beginning of this episode, that was made for me for free by Daniel Zappia, or Daniel Joseph Design. You can check him out at youtube.com/Daniel Joseph Design. He makes intros for free for everybody. He just enjoys making intros. That's his whole channel. All he wanted me to do for the free intro was just put this shout out in the first Titanfall In Depth episode. So if you want a free intro, go check him out. He is the first link down there in the description. That's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. The next episode is going to be on the R101C. I don't really have a splash page here at the end. I'm working on that, but the next one's going to be an assault rifle review, and when that one does go live, you can click the box and go straight to it. As always, if you enjoyed everything, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.